Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone as GMS. Peace and blessings to the Akim and a few Akwat across the four winds. This is your brother Batamayim from Great Millstone Houston coming to you with a quick hit. And I do want to make this, pretty short, get straight to the point. But, I like Kevin Gates' music, but he does say some filthy things. He does some nasty things. But to see him, spit in another female's mouth, just spitting itself is just nasty. And then to find out that she's actually pregnant, that makes it even worse. Because it looks like she's, halfway through the pregnancy. So whomever the dad, of that child is, he should feel very ashamed. But hey, then again, he laid with her and got her pregnant. And then she doesn't make it any better. But it's a lot to go into, but I don't want to, go too much into it actually. And then the song that he was finna go into pretty much is a pretty freaky song talking about pleasing a woman or whatnot, sucking on her toes and et cetera, but to each his own. But whatever you do behind closed doors, whether she like to, spit in her mouth or not, hey, that should be, kept behind closed doors. And then another thing, you can hear the nigga woman in the background, the black woman cheering her on like that's a good thing, but that's something that they're into. These so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women, they become, I'll just say, very promiscuous and, I guess sexual liberated, if that's what they're calling it nowadays. Man, I don't even want to go too much into it. But he did ask her, can I do whatever I want to? And she consented to it. And hey, she allowed him to do the filthiness. But hey, Lord willing, this is edifying and exhorting to the hopeful elect, to the nation of Israel, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and even those that resonate with the word that look like the heathen nations. But Lord willing, this is edifying. First precept I had is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9. I'm going to start at verse 8. The point is pretty much in 9. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman. If I'm not mistaken, I think he did call her beautiful also, before he set her down. And look not upon another's beauty. So, he finds her very attractive. And I was listening to, I believe it was young elder Monatazak by, I think he actually mentioned a point too about there's no telling about what happened after the show. Like they probably could have, still had some type of intercourse, which is adultery. And the wages of adultery get you sent to the spirit world. But one thing I have been meditating on also, I give her the benefit of the doubt, is she may not be, I'll say, impregnated from, have a baby daddy per se. Maybe she went to a sperm bank. That's just something I've been meditating on because, I've heard a few people, recently been going into that. A lot of women are not having kids like they used to. A lot of men is just not giving kids because, with child support and, the states, the government, they're giving the power over to the women. That's why our elders call this a queendom. It worships the woman. The woman has too much power. The scriptures say a woman should surpass a man. So with that, they can take the kids, they can get money for it, etc., etc. But Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 verse 8, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for her with love is kindled as a fire. Like, I know that she's pregnant, so I'm sure she's horny, extremely horny. I'm sure her hormones are raging. And you could be deceived, by the beauty of a woman. It's not on the outside that you really should look at. Yes, we as men are attracted, by what we see, but you also have to examine, the inside. And that's another reason why our elder apostles and our elders, been going in about staying away from, the Negro woman. You know, if you got to deal with Northern Kingdom, hey, get you a Latino or a Native American, But even they are held too, because we're living in Babylon. So all these women are polluted, from the philosophies, from Babylon the Great, which is America. It's all the way to being polluted from being, riding the cock carousel, as the elders go into. Sirach 99, Ecclesiasticus chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms. And that's pretty much what he's doing. He's grabbing her by a hand, he sat her down in a chair, and then he spit in her mouth. Hey, you're not supposed to do that. And spend not thy money with her at thy wine, going to the different bars and things like that. Lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. So you falling in love, or falling in lust, I'll say, of a beautiful woman, someone you find attractive, and then all of a sudden she may actually have a baby daddy. And let's say he does go backstage and they have intercourse. Now what happens? He's committed adultery, and that leads to his destruction. The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 24. Of the woman came to be, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Hey, committing adultery is a sin. Sin leads to death. It doesn't lead to life. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is what gives you life. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad. If that, the dad of her kid, or if she's having twins, I'll just say kids, but the dad of her child or children, he shouldn't allow her to go to a Kevin Gates concert, just like with the Keke Palmer situation. She's a celebrity. She don't need to go to an Usher concert. They can listen to the music at home. Why you can't be with your family? You about to, she's pregnant. Why she's not at home kicking up her feet, relaxing, eating something healthy opposed to, swallowing down someone else's spit. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. But in this society, if you give a divorce, what's she going to do? She's going to take the kids, and then she's going to receive alimony. She's going to receive child support. So you're going to be paying out the ass. And that's the reason why the scriptures say, according to the law, if you divorce a woman, she leaves with nothing. And it makes perfect sense, because now numbers have been coming out to whereas, for a single mom raising a child or children, the crime, or I'll say the potential crime for them increases, them going to jail, things like that increase. Whereas with the father, it's about equal as a two-parent home. So that's why the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, has it set up to where the children or the child is supposed to go with the father, more discipline. And then I'm going to end it off here. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26. Really, this whole chapter is Sirach chapter 26, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 is a fire chapter to read, but I just want to get straight to the point. Sirach chapter 26, verse 24. A dishonest woman contenteth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. You think she's reverencing the dad of her child? Absolutely not. Not by that type of act that she just, displayed, and it went viral. Like, you're at a concert, there's thousands of people are recording, so that recording is going to go out to millions of people. And actually, let me look up that word contempt in the etymology online. To slight or spurn. Actually, let me look up spurn. Spurn to kick away, strike against, drive back, reject with disdain, scorn, despise. You know, she's despising, you know, the dad of her children. And then back into contempt, to despise, scorn, consider something or someone as of small value. I'm sure the dad of her children, or her child, she may have more children from other men also. So, hey, she thinks small value of these men, like how most women in Babylon the Great think of you so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native American men, you Israelite men. You know, they think very small of us. Let's see, that looks something else. And then I'm going to scroll down because it also says see contempt. Contempt, open disregard or disobedience of authority, the law, etc. She's breaking the laws. She's generally, you know, being disobedient. You know, she open disregard. Like that's, come on now. General sense of act of despising, scorn for what is mean, vile, or worthless. Yeah, let me just go ahead and finish this up. And then one of my favorite precepts to end it off on is Sirach chapter 26 verse 25, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. She doesn't have any fear of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, she wasn't shamefaced. This was a shameless act. And that's why she should be counted as a dog. And I'm pretty sure her friends are calling her a bad bitch anyway. That's what they do. They call them baddies now. You know, that's my bitch. That's my bad bitch. Like, hey, this place needs to be destroyed. Like, we need salvation. You know, we need our women back in order. Ultimately, our men in order. But we need Yahweh Shah to come back with King David. You know, rise up the 144,000 elect men, the 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel. Also, the rest of the innumerable multitude from the 1/3 will be the men, women, and children. But Lord willing, this is edifying. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim and a few Ahwa. Shalom and the Barber Ball.